Hello, welcome to another episode of Convos with Friends podcast, and it's me, your host, Michael Shoboale, and this podcast is where we just have conversations with friends and we just talk about real life stuff that would help others learn from these conversations. You know, we talk career, we talk finance, business, time management, and so on. But with me today, I've got Mariah with me today, and she's going to talk about her business life because she's a business person. So, Mariah, please, can you introduce yourself for everybody?
Like you just introduced me. Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm Mariah Ogah. I would like to say I love business. I do a lot of business. I like to put my hands into things, try out new things, and that's just who I am. Yeah.
So that's all you are. You're just someone that does business.
I'm Maria. I told you the name. I love business. And I'm a pharmacist. And I'm a pharmacist. I'm married. What else? Basically.
That's interesting.
Yes.
You're a pharmacist that loves business. How did that come to be?
Pharmacy is business. Pharmacy is business. And in as much as it's a medical career, it's health oriented, it's also business. There's a lot of business in pharmacy. Let's say if you don't understand business, you can't own a community pharmacy. So yes, beyond having the head knowledge of drugs and understanding pharmaceutical care, you have to have broad knowledge of business. If not, you will fail in the career. Community pharmacy is specific, not hospital pharmacy. You can get away with not knowing anything about business in the hospital and all of that area. But
what does community pharmacy mean?
Community pharmacy, as the name implies, is having a pharmacy premise in a community. So I'm sure you see pharmacies around. Yes. So all of these pharmacies. So every pharmacy. I'm sure when people see pharmacy, they just think that they locate the pharmacy. The premise is just maybe there's an empty store. They just please come. I want to price this your store. How much that? No. That's not how it is. According to the pharmaceutical council, there are rules to locations of pharmacy. In every community, there's supposed to be a pharmacy, and in a community, there's supposed to be maybe a particular meters, maybe set meters for one pharmacy to another pharmacy. Do you understand? Pharmacies are not supposed to be by each other. So a community pharmacy is the pharmacy that is located in a community to serve a community. Do you understand? So that's what community pharmacy is. So all of these pharmacies you see around, they are called community pharmacies.
So, so that's where you learned your business strategy from, because you need a...
I don't think so.
Okay.
The thing with business is, I think I've always liked the idea of business. I've always admired how someone would look at a thing and say, I want to specialize in this thing and then grow it from nothing to something. It's just the act of growth for me. It's just it's just how you're able, the ability to multiply. Finance, you're able to just have something and then boom, you multiply it into a lot. It's just fascinating. I just like to see it. So that's it. That's why I love business. And then I went to practice pharmacy, and then I discovered that aside knowing this drug stuff, yeah, need to know the business aspects, and I had to pay attention to it. So yeah.
That's really interesting. I doubt many people who are not into business would usually like to go and go into business, because they feel what they studied in school is not related to business. So why should they get into business in that essence? But anyways, let's you are let's know what company you run, or what exactly it is that you do.
Okay, so things I do. I'm a makeup artist, and I've actually so the first business I would say I've done that by my for someone, but I did it independently, because it was opening a pharmacy for a person and actually running the pharmacy until the pharmacy had its own, could stand, do you understand? Without the help of my director, it was pretty challenging, because that was not the agreement. The agreement was I was supposed to pretend, yes, to pretend, and then the other managers. But this guy just left his whole premise for me, and I mean, I saw it as an opportunity, because I said, okay, if I'm able to grow this premise, if I'm able to grow this pharmacy, that means I'll be able to grow something, my own pharmacy. So I took it like my own business, and I had to learn, I had to start asking questions, doing research, and all of those things. So after then, I traveled to another city. I learned makeup, and I started my makeup business, and it went from having no client to having people that would just call and say, "Oh, please come, let me do your makeup, post my stuff," to having one client, to now having like 5 clients, to now having like people that do their makeups, wedding makeup, bridal makeups, to coming to a new place like Cyprus, starting all over again. Then aside my makeup, I also have I sell African store, African food, not food, soup, African soup, not like how they know it, it's just like a packaged form of afang egusi. I just that one in particular, the selling of the African store. Honestly, I did not do it like business. It's not like I wanted to go into it, but I was going to travel, and then I was spending a lot of money for that trip, and I'm like, I want to get this money back. How can I get it back? And I started thinking, and I did some research, and I found out about this soup, and I'm like, if I'm able to sell this soup for this one times this time, I'm going to get my money back times 4. Okay. And that was why that's why I did that particular business. But it's not something I think I want to continue, honestly. Like, my main business is just my makeup. I really love makeup. It's just beyond how much I charge. I've always been passionate about makeup. So I've loved this since I was in high school. And yeah, I intend to branch into it like big, after here. Even after now, I'm still going to continue my makeup business. Even if I own a big company, I think I'm still going to do my makeup like anywhere, anytime. So that's what I'm focusing on, and it's been interesting so far.
That's great. I mean, well, what does makeup entail? Like, isn't makeup just like putting? What does makeup? Let me not spoil what makeup is.
No.
Like, okay, my idea of makeup is just putting like some powder on your face and some brows and lashes. Like, that's all makeup is to me. Why do I need to pay somebody to do that for me?
Really?
Yeah.
Please apply that powder. Like, just put it. Let me see how you will apply.
No, what's makeup to you? Like,
to me, do you know the funny thing? Personally, I don't like to apply makeup on my face. Like, do you understand? Like, if you see Maria, maybe in a month, I will apply makeup maybe twice in a whole month. That's if I even apply in a whole month, or once in like 3 months, or maybe I try on Sunday, twice, 2 times before, But there are lots of people like me. There are people that are not just interested in learning makeup. There are people that are not just interested in applying makeup. They just want someone else to do it for them. Do you understand? And so in every society, you always find people that need something done for them. It's not like they can't do it. It's just that they just don't want to do it. They are not passionate about doing it. Then there are other people that no matter how they try, they can't just get it right. They don't even like, they're just not good with their hands. Like they don't know how to do the carvings and all of that. Then there are the other people that do not think of learning how to apply makeup. And because of that, if they want to go for special events, they want to look extraordinary, they would call a makeup artist. And makeup is beyond applying powder, just powder. There's a way to apply the powder. There's a way to apply the foundation. There's a way to apply all of these things. And yeah, that's just like one aspect of makeup. Yeah.
So which aspect are you in? Which other aspect is there of makeup? I know there's lipstick. I know there's lipstick.
You said what?
I know there's lipstick. Like,
aside lipstick, what do you know again?
That's it. That's all I know.
Really?
Yeah.
God, you're so fine.
I think maybe we need to like educate people on what makeup is all about. Right.
I mean, I'll be so surprised if there are people that don't know makeup. Not like I'm trying to say I must know makeup, but I would like to know what people want to know about makeup. What are they interested in? Because there's eye primer, there's face powder, there's face primer, there's eyebrow pencil, there's eyelash, there's contouring, there's concealer application, there's bronzer powder, there's eyeshadow, there are all of these things. So you now see a girl just look like she just applied powder and lipstick and lashes, because those are the obvious things. But before, underneath all of those things, there are things that were used. Do you understand? And it's just an art I love, honestly. I see makeup as an art of expressing myself. I don't know. I just love it. It's just really nice.
So
it's just a nice business.
Do you plan to do makeup for men?
For men, I mean, if there are men that want to do makeup, why not?
Have you ever had a male client?
No, I've never had a male client. So I've always thought that, okay, men always think makeup is just for females. Okay, so there was this time that I traveled with my husband and we wanted to go and cut his hair because we're supposed to go for an activity that evening. And then we tried to look for a barbing salon and we could not get a hold of one. And then suddenly we found one in the mall. So, but before we found out that particular barbing salon, something came to my mind. I'm like, maybe I should just use my concealer to conceal your hair, just so that it will, like, there's a way I will conceal it and it will look very sharp. It looks like you cut your hair, but you didn't cut your hair, to give you that, like, the curves. But he wasn't open to it. He was just, no, makeup is for ladies. I'm like, okay, fine. So there are ways to use makeup. It's not, okay, you don't have to apply the whole foundation and all of this, but you can improvise when you're in a very, very tight corner. You want to cut you can't have access to your barber. You can't cut your hair by yourself. Your clipper got burnt. What should I do? You have your wife by you. Okay, babe, please, where's your concealer and your brush? Come, let's sharpen my edges. You can sharpen the edges with concealers and all of that. So yeah.
I think maybe that comes from maybe the way some guys see makeup. Maybe we see makeup as the things girls do to attract men. Right. So.
Oh yeah, I guess so, and that's okay. It's like it's fine. But recently, I think that like that. I feel like the world is evolving, and men are warming up to makeup more, because there are a lot of men recently that apply foundation. There are men that apply foundation. Okay, maybe they may not do full coverage foundation, but then to smoothen their face, they apply foundation. They apply powder. There are men that use foundation for their eye bags and and dark circles, especially people that work late at night. When they want to go to work and shower, they will just use foundation for their dark circles and their eye. And yeah, all of those things. And then you don't even know that, okay, you just stressed yourself. That's what makeup is, like makeover. Like it's just like you're making up for the lapses. And yeah, basically.
Wow. You seem like you are really, really passionate about this, about makeup, about what you do. And that's actually very great. Like, we need people to be passionate about what they are doing. You get. But how long have you been doing it? How long? Like, not just makeup. Like, how long did you take makeup as a business?
Okay, as a business, as a business, I would say 2019. 2019. 2019 September. 2019 September. No, 2019 August. Yeah, 2019 August. That was when I branched into the business aspect of makeup. And before I actually went to that aspect, I went to brush up. I went to a makeup school, brushed up and all of that. Yeah. Because I didn't want to offend anybody. I didn't want to make anybody up and they'll start insulting me. I'm very proud. I don't like people insulting me. But yeah.
So you were saying going to the makeup school is that what's like, was that the major step you took before you started it?
Yeah, that was the
Did
major
you have
step
to advertise or anything?
First of all, I went to the makeup school and like when I tried my hands like consistently and when I was considered that I passed, when they considered me okay and certified, they said I should go try my luck. And I didn't really advertise like that because I didn't advertise. Honestly, didn't advertise. I just like told one or two or three people around me, oh, okay, this is what I do. So I told this friend that was a friend of this friend, that was a friend of that friend. And then that friend now told that friend that, oh, okay, I have this friend that is good in makeup. And then maybe when I got like 3-4 clients, then I started advertising. And I did a lot of, because when you're advertising a thing, right? People want to go back to your work. People want to see what you have done, especially something like makeup. I mean, you can advertise products, okay, people will buy. But then when you say, please can I do your makeup? They're like, please can I see your Instagram page? Please can you send me some of the work you've done and all of that. And if you don't have anything to show to them, it's somehow. And then again, if you want to market your makeup, like if you're ready to let the world know a thing, they should be able to, okay, yeah, you're telling us to come and see how far. And so I had to get all of these things right. So I think after I finished, it was after like my 5th client, that's when I started advertising. That's when I put myself out and actually made efforts to start telling people that, oh, okay, please, this is what I do. I took out, yeah.
Well,
I did.
Was there a time where you failed? Like, was there a time where you didn't have any clients at all, even after you did all the advertisement and everything?
The thing with makeup is that, like, there are times when maybe I'll have like 3 clients in a week. I'll be so busy. Then there are times when like 2 weeks, no show. And I'll be wondering, excuse me, what's happening? Is this not still a business? And, it happens. And yes, there were times, of course, a lot of times I felt like, but I didn't see it as failure. The thing with makeup is aside the fact that makeup is my business and it's something I love. It's like using what I'm good at and something I really love to do as an opportunity to make money. So even when I don't get clients, I don't feel like I failed. I always think, oh, okay. I always have a way of consoling myself. For example, okay, let me just say, when I started this my egusi and afang thing, do you know that I took these things to stores and like I went after 2 weeks, they have not sold one. I was heartbroken. I still had over like 200 in my space that had not been taught, that had not supplied into stores. So And I still say, what's comes to us? I'll start eating all of this. Thank God. Like, I don't have to buy soup. I'll eat, I'll share to my friends. And so we make up when I don't have clients. I'm like, okay, I love to do makeup. No problem now. I love to make people beautiful. I'll start calling people, oh, are you going now? Come and make you beautiful and all of that. I start, So when you love doing something, whether it gives you money or it doesn't give you money, you would love it. You would still love that thing. And because you love it, if you notice, I said that when it starts, like, I start calling people, okay, come, let me make you up. Oh, your face, you have very nice brows for makeup. Oh, let's have a date and all of that. I'm not upset that I'm not having clients, but guess what happens? When I make this person up, I post it on my page, or the person posts it on their page, I get clients. Do you understand? Yes, I get clients. So it's also a way of keeping up with this. And I've come to understand business that there's no way, if you're consistent in it, you will never fail. Anyway, it's not possible. It's when you give up because you don't have customers, then you will start feeling. When my egusi and my afang was not moving, and I started saying, okay, I'll eat it by myself. But I realized I couldn't eat it by myself. I was just praying. I said, God, please help me. So I started doing word of mouth. And I see somebody by the staircase. I'm like, have you seen this thing? So I got one very good client like this. I always purchase like a lot of it every week. I'm like, So yeah. But then after some time, when I noticed, when I went back to the stores, you know how I used to go to check? I used to go and peep. I didn't even like I'll go like I'm going to buy something with my broken heart, with the then I'll just see. I'm like, Then one of those days I went and I checked one of the markets. I didn't even find any of my goosey. I'm like, did they pack the goosey? And I went to ask them. I'm like, how my products doing? They're like, oh, they sold out. I'm like, wow. They asked for new supply. I was encouraged to go to the other stores, and I realized that they sold out. They started selling out like after a month of my first supply, and since then, after 2 weeks, when I restock, when I give to them, it sold out. So it took a month for people to know my product, and once they discovered the product, they just loved it and they kept buying it. They never stopped buying.
I just want to ask you one question. How important was it to have that network around you to help sell your stuff? Like you said, at first with your makeup, you said a friend told a friend to tell a friend, tell another friend. And then even with you're selling of your products now, you just had to tell people that this is what I'm doing. So how important is that for you or for a business?
It's so important. If you're running any business, you have to be a talker. You can't just be quiet, because if you are quiet, business, for me, and the kinds of business that I've run, this is the experience, because if I want to think that I'm an introvert. I like my comfort zone. I'm not that person that would like to talk every time. So this pushed me out. This made me to go out. I discovered that if I don't make any efforts, I'm going to have my stuff here and I won't be able to sell. So I started looking. I drafted out, okay, who are my markets? Where is my market? Who are the people that need these things? I started reaching out to people that cook for people. I started reaching out to stores. Even if I don't know you, I had to be friendly. I had to see people on the road and say, oh, this. I have this thing at an affordable price, And then that's how it worked for me. Because if you don't tell them, they will not know. That's true.
But who told you to take all these steps, to look for people, to do all this? How do you know about all these things?
The thing with business is that once you get into business, you may go into business with just zero knowledge or 1% knowledge. But when you get into business, your brain opens up. you start thinking, you start strategizing, because you are failing at something you don't want to fail. Automatically, you have to think, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? If you have like the right people around you, if you're opportune to have the right people around you, or people that know a lot about business, they'll tell you. But if you are not, you will have to think, even if you're making a step that fails, but guess what? You make a better step, And the thing with these things is, when you start something, you always see people that would help you, that would advise you. Because, for example, let me say my makeup, right? Like, I'm good with the makeup, but I wasn't very good with marketing. And I have a client, and then she says, uh, you don't do this. I'm like, wow, there's this. Okay, why not? I will do this. Do you understand? Then you meet someone else, and they're like, yeah, there's this thing I can show you. And that's how you start growing in understanding, in knowledge. You start having experiences. You start getting exposed. You start telling, oh, I know this friend that does this. Maybe you should do this. And I'm like, oh, wow. And then you'll be learning in the job. Because not everybody would go to business school. Not everybody will go to marketing school, advertising school. There are some people that would just learn on the job and on experience, based on experience. And yeah. So I feel like it's so important. Yeah.
That's very well. So now that you have gotten all this wealth of knowledge, what advice would you give somebody who wants to start her own business or his own business now? That is a makeup business, or to start selling, sales business. What advice would you give?
First of all, if you want to do any business, if you want to start, okay, so every business has its own independent advice, I would like to say, because a makeup business is totally different from marketing business, is totally different from good business. The thing is, the general for everyone is you want people to have a good impression about you. So whatever you are doing, just like have good energy. Then for makeup business, don't you go into makeup business if you are not good at doing makeup, because it's not fair destroying people's faces. Like, it's not going to be fair. At least know something, at least have an idea of what this thing is. And don't be too hard on yourself. You don't have to know everything, but know the basics. And be open to learning, be open to your customers, be open to your clients, because you never can tell what you would learn from them. Don't go into business with a closed mind. Like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay, yes. Don't tell me it's not your business. No. Bad. No, that's bad energy. If you're doing it, if you have an open mind to people, you ask for feedback and all of that. Guess what? They want to tell you more. If I'm doing someone's makeup, like I learned makeup and I know I'm good at makeup, she tells me that, oh, I don't like the color of my lips. Okay, fine. So how would you want it? I'm like, oh yeah, this is how I want it. Okay, do you want me to improve on open to what your clients have to say to you? And yeah, that's another advice I would like to give. Then the last one is there's nothing you cannot do. Don't wait to have everything before you start. Start anyways. Trust me, once you start, things will fall into place and you start figuring more things out.
Oh, Maria, you've said quite a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, you did. Like, I believe our audience would have so many things to take away from this. And I know that as we are discussing, you also mentioned that you are married. And I know you have a lot of experience in giving relationship advice. So maybe maybe we'll get you back on another episode.
I love relationships. Oh my God. I've loved relationships since when I was very young.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so we definitely need to get you on another episode to tell us more and educate us on what relationships are all about and what it means to be. So before you go, do you have like social media where people can reach you or contact you for?
Yeah. So my business page, my social media business page is Zoe_glow. That's on Instagram. ZOEY_glow. GLOW. Yeah, that's my business.
As on
page.
IG, right?
Then
Instagram, right?
on IG, yeah, on Instagram. Yeah. Then my normal page to reach me if you want to talk to me about anything. Question. You see Farm Zoe Ori on IG.
Farm Zoe Ori on IG. Okay.
Yeah, Farm_Zoe ZOE_Ori ORI.
Okay. So great. It's been awesome talking to you. So bye, Maria.